Hi everyone. Today let's talk about Boeing. First, I'll quickly go over an update to some of the issues that Boeing is facing. Then I'll go over the most recent technical picture on TradingView as well as the tasty charts. Then of course I'll go over my actual position as well as my profit and loss graph. If you like trading stocks and options and making money, definitely like and subscribe. I make videos like this and portfolio overviews every single week, so hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Welcome to the Portfolio Bulletin. Let's get started. So you can see here, Boeing is starting to get new orders, but their deliveries are still struggling. They captured 315 net orders this year, which is a welcome change to the 2 years of negative orders that they had faced previously. In August, they booked 53 gross orders, with most of those being the 737 MAX, going to Alaska Airlines and United Airlines. This leaves them with a backlog of 4,164 commercial aircraft, which is obviously a ton of aircraft. And by contrast, Airbus netted 99 orders last month compared to Boeing's 45, so Airbus is doing pretty well comparatively. And Airbus does have a much larger backorder of nearly 7,000 aircraft. Going into more detail on the lagging backorders, you can see they only delivered 22 jets last month compared to Airbus's 40. And in the first 8 months of this year, they've delivered 206 jets versus Airbus's 384 jets. Looking at the Dreamliners, they've lagged even more, with only 14 being delivered in 2021. And just 2 years ago, it was delivering 14 of these every single month. Part of this is due to multiple flaws in manufacturing that they've experienced, and the FAA getting more detailed in its inspections to make sure that these defects do not make it out into the fleet. The biggest concern here, though, is that if these delays continue, customers will be able to cancel their orders penalty-free, which would obviously be very bad for Boeing. They go on to say that 737 deliveries continue to disappoint, with only 22 deliveries in July and 14 deliveries in August. And they've only reduced their inventory of 425 by 35 so far in the first half of 2021. Basically, they're delivering aircraft very, very slowly. And in last quarter, they delivered 79 aircraft and had a net loss of $700 million in cash. So we're not moving in the right direction quite yet. But remember, if you're investing in a value play, usually you want to invest in those kind of companies when the outlook is not that great and there's starting to be a little bit of blood in the streets, as that gives you the best opportunity for upside. Moving over here to the TradingView charts, you can see my original trend lines here, 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 and here, and we've actually slipped below the bottom trend line that I had, which had originally a lower limit of around 220 for price, and as you can see, as we zoom in here, we're currently sitting at around 213, well below my lower limit, but I did create a new thesis here from this previous price action to current price action, the slower downtrend here representing an upward price target of around 230 here in the short term. And it seems like we're getting some support at this 210.50 level, which previously affected the price multiple times here in February, again in July, again in August, and then currently here in September. It seems like we're getting a little bit of upward support. And like I mentioned, if we can get a nice move up to retest this resistance up here at around 230, that would be a nice move up, which should allow me to get out of this position at a relatively good time, as my expectation for that would be somewhere around 8 to 10 October. There's always potential that we could break back into this previous trend, which would again represent a price target of around 300, somewhere around June of 2022. Moving over here to the tasty charts, you can see we are in that lower section of the daily chart, somewhere around that first ATR band down. We did touch that second ATR band several times before getting rejected back up to the 8 EMA, which is right where we're sitting right now. You can also see here on the stochastics that we are basically at the bottom of the range, and we seem to be trending up slightly, which indicates that we could get a push up to get a retest of maybe the 55 EMA here, or even the 144 EMA, which is sitting right around 225. Looking at my current position, you can see I still have the ratio spread on here, where I've sold 2 of the 220 puts and bought 1 of the 225 puts out here to 15 October. And I did that for a credit of $820. I've rolled this position several times, so it's hard to say exactly how much credit there is, But if you look at the profit and loss chart here, you can see my max profit is at $220, and it says my max profit theoretically is right at $1,320, with my break even being around $207. And if it stays right where it is right now, I'd make around $660. But really, I'd like to see it rally into the next few weeks. Let me know down in the comments section what you think is going to happen to Boeing over the next few months. Are they going to be able to increase their delivery rates, or are they just going to continue to burn cash going into next year? Definitely like and subscribe if you got any value out of this video. Make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Of course, none of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes, and have a great day.